I'm already crazy. She's going crazy.
You shut the door so my cat don't get out and slammed up against the wall.
Well, and the problem is we can't quite jump out of this one.
I didn't hit the cat. I shoot it away. The cat kind of went flying.
Date undisclosed. Location Richland County. Incident domestic disturbance resulting in mandatory arrest under Wisconsin domestic abuse law. This segment focuses on the governing legal framework, statutory obligations, and key case law.
Got a little physical.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she tried to like grab at me. I grabbed her hand and then she grabbed my neck and yeah, you can let her explain everything.
He took me by the wrist first and went like that right in my face.
Okay.
So I took him by the neck.
Okay. How about if I
How about if I'm tired of all this?
How about if...
Going crazy.
They cut his meds.
Okay.
I'm already crazy. She's going crazy.
You shut the door so my cat don't get out and slammed up against the wall.
Okay.
Well, you threatened to throw my cats out on the front porch outside, so how am I supposed to feel about that?
What's happening today? What's up this off?
Well, she left to go to the library, and then she went to Quick Trip, and then she comes back with an attitude, and I don't understand it, and then she starts snapping at me about cleaning the house and stuff, and not understanding what's going on. I mean, I just vacuumed and everything, and I mean, the house is pretty much clean. She did the dishes and cooked today.
That's okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to do the litter, but she did the litter early in the morning, and I usually do it in the afternoon.
Okay.
Well, I tried to before she jumps to it.
So what turned this physical?
I was standing right here, and she went to go grab the thermometer, and as we're yelling at each other, she starts walking at me, and that's when I grabbed her wrist. You know, and then that's when she grabs my throat, and then that's when I push her back, and I push her against the wall like this, and I take a step back, and I'm like, you better let go of me, you know, and she let go, I let go.
Okay.
And, cause I thought she was gonna swing at me, I don't know, cause she's acting really crazy right now, and.
She grabbed me with her left hand or right hand, do you remember?
She was going to grab me with my left hand.
Okay, okay.
Don't blame this all on me.
Okay. So, do you remember?
Do I remember,
which hand?
It was her left hand that she grabbed me with, because I remember grabbing her like this.
Which would be her right hand. Okay.
Yeah, my right hand to her left hand.
Like Jay said, I need a 3-day vacation.
She needs something.
Okay.
She needs some kind of vacation. I don't know.
So you got her,
and she's
you
very
her left hand, and
she's verbally abusive to me all the time.
Sure. I'll be right with you. I'll be right with you. Okay. Just a sec. Just hang on.
I'm upset. I'm so sick of this shit, man.
I know you're upset. Just hang out. Okay. So I was just talking to Jay. They had he got a little physical. Okay. He's got some marks on his neck where she grabbed him. I'm gonna go talk to her. She's back in the kitchen here.
How you doing?
Oh, okay. I've been better.
Okay. Why don't we come back here so we can talk quiet?
He's fucking lying about everything. I cleaned this whole house, and he started calling me a stupid. So yeah, I'm gonna confront him about it. So I started walking up to him, and he put his hand right up in my face. Mm-hmm. So then I took him by the neck. He had me by the wrist, so I took him by the neck, and
he grabbed you by this wrist.
I don't even remember, it happened so fast. That's a cat thing.
Okay.
But yeah, he took me and put me up against the wall. This all started because my cat nipped at him because he fucks with my cat, and then he slammed my cat. But they cut his medication.
Okay. Well, you're pretty amped up right now too.
I am. I'm very upset because I'm going through this shit with Christopher's using again, and I got to deal with this.
Where is Christopher now?
I don't know. He came over here yesterday, and he was all f***ed up.
Okay.
So I told him it's best he not come around here no more. And I'm not going to keep dealing with this. I worked hard to get this house, and he don't help out with nothing.
So is he staying here?
Who?
Chris.
No.
Okay, he just came over to visit yesterday?
Yeah, and he just sits there. He was all f***ed up.
Okay.
And I don't know where he is. But I told him, I texted him yesterday that he's not welcome here anymore. This is the way he comes, he sits there, and he just stares, and then he'll smile, and he'll do really weird things on... After he left, I told him he's not welcome here no more. Because he sits there and he doesn't say a word to me.
Sure.
You know I've been through a lot.
Yep. Well, and the problem is we can't quite jump out of this loop, can we? I mean, we go through this, but yeah.
Why did they cut his medication?
Well, I
thought
understand that, but at the same time, you know, you've said this before that you guys probably don't get along as well as you should.
He's the one that called.
Well, I understand that. And
he's the one that touched me first. He says, well, maybe you need a 3-day vacation. Well, maybe I can do. Maybe I should get a bunch of charges and go away for 3 days, and then he can have this house the way he's been trying to get it.
So
he says he tried to kick me out.
You're the lease, though, right?
Yeah, I'm on the lease, but he gets disability. I had to quit my job because of my health.
Okay.
What's going on with you two today?
She just like came back from the library with a really bad attitude, and I don't understand why. And all of a sudden, everything just escalated, and she was really verbally abusive to me, and yelling at me, and I was yelling at her, calling her because she was acting like a and she was treating me like a piece of so I'm gonna, you know, say that to my mom, you know, and let her know where she stands and where I stand, and.
Have things been better between the two of you lately?
It's rocky because, you know, we're dealing with my brother who's a recovering meth addict and who's crazy, and, you know, and it puts a lot of stress on my mom.
Is he living here with you?
No, he's not living here. No, he's not. No.
I didn't know where he was at right now.
No, we don't know either. He was staying here for a couple of days, and we're on HUD.
I didn't think that would go so well.
No, we're on.
You two normally didn't get along in the past.
No, we're on HUD too. So, and that wouldn't have worked, you know. So we just gave him a quick 3-day stay, and we're like, you got to go.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't.
And we don't know where he is.
When was the last time you saw him?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay. So it's been recently. Are you working anywhere?
I'm not working. I'm on disability right now. I got schizophrenia.
Right. How's that been lately?
It's been really rocky lately.
Are you taking medication for that?
I am.
Okay, you taking it like you're supposed to? You're not out or anything? Or?
I was out for a little bit, but I'm back on it now.
How long have you been out? A while ago?
It was just a couple of days. I've been out of my diazepam for a couple of days.
He wants me to go to jail. He didn't take me to jail. I don't care anymore.
What's
I'm so tired of being treated like this. Just take me to jail and he can have the whole house.
Well, Jill, the problem...
That's what he said.
See, the problem is, I'm concerned with how it did get physical, okay? When you went out, I mean, he's got marks on his neck.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because he had his hand in my face. I had to protect myself.
Okay. Did you go out to confront him and reach
I did,
for him?
yes.
Okay.
Because he was calling me a
Okay. So,
and I told him he better watch his language and quit calling me names.
Well, I understand that, Jill, and I understand it's hard, but at the same time, when you know they've cut his meds, you know how Jay is. Why at that point, we've talked about this before, about disengaging.
He'll come in here. Why do you think I have my door blocked? Because every time I try to shut my door, he blasts in.
Well, at this point, Jill, what I'm asking you is when you know all this stuff, and a lot of times Jay knows he needs to go for a walk, and he goes for a walk, you tell us that, right?
He doesn't anymore.
Right, but in the past, right, Jill?
Yeah.
And today, when your buttons get hit, you don't go for a walk. You know, you go out and you.
I went for a bike ride. I went to Quick Trip. They were crowded.
What were you reaching for him for?
I wasn't reaching for him. It was hot. I went to turn down that, and then that's when he came at me.
So,
and he put his hand in my face.
So you went to. What did you come to turn down?
The heat.
Okay, out there on the thermostat.
Yeah, and he was right there.
Okay.
And he came at me and put his hand in my face. And that's when I took him by the neck and then he grabbed me by the arm.
Okay, so he put his hand in your face, but he didn't touch you?
He touched me.
Okay.
But is somebody going to go to jail, take me because he wants this house?
Well, no,
I'm going to have it.
No, I don't want that. I mean, I'm not trying to... We don't want to have any of that stuff that we don't have.
These kids are driving me crazy. You know that, right?
Well, Jill, the only point is, how many times have we had this conversation?
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Well, at some point, you've talked about Jay's here, he's here because you're looking after him and everything.
I can't look after somebody that's going to come at me all the time.
Okay, so why did he come at you today?
Oh, because my cat went after me. He was with my cat, and then he took my cat and threw the cat, and the cat hit the thing.
Okay, and that made you mad?
Yeah, and I came in my room, and then he said, you I said, well, I'm going to just move out if this is the way you're going to treat my animals. And then he said, well, get the out of here.
Okay, and then he went back out there.
And it was hot because when I left, he had shut all the windows, and I turned the heat down.
Okay.
And that's when he came towards me and gave me a hand in the face.
Yeah, you know, I called you guys because otherwise me and her were just gonna go at it for hours and then, and it was just gonna get more ugly.
When's the last time something like this happened between you guys?
Oh, it was over at 254.
Okay.
And for something physical, it was over at 254. Okay. Actually, as a matter of fact, you know, like when last time my brother was here, you know, he was visiting me and him. I was got into a fight because we don't get along. You know, we just don't get along. There ain't nothing else to it.
Do you have stuff set up financially for yourself with disability and stuff?
No, I'm kind of broke.
But if you're on a disability, is it a doctor signed disability or just having issues? Mom came home upset with him, not sure why. Brother Chris, right? Yeah. Chris was staying there a couple of days. That didn't work out, so Mom's stressing about that. If I understand things right from talking with you, and that kind of led into argument, which got physical. You didn't get physical with her.
I grabbed her left arm because I thought she went to go slap me or something, so I grabbed her arm, and then that's when she grabbed my neck.
Okay.
And then
scratches.
Because I'll explain it to you like I did to the other police. Like I was standing right here, and then she walked towards me, and then I grabbed her right arm because her arm was like right there. Mm-hmm. And I pushed her back, and I had her up against the wall, and she had me on my neck, and I had her right arm. Right. I had my left arm free. Mm-hmm. And I told her to let go. She let go. I let go. And then I walked this way. She walked that way. I continued cleaning up the spot. And then when I called you guys, you know, she continued to be verbally.
What part was she upset about that?
I think what really started it, what triggered it, is when the cat bit my ankle. And I kind of I didn't hit the cat.
You shoot it away.
I shoot it away. The cat kind of went flying and bumped into this. And
spilled
which probably it spilled the red juice. And
so today, he put his hand on you first.
No.
No?
No.
Well, then how did it happen? You got to tell me exactly.
It just all happened so fast. I don't know. I give up. It just don't matter no more. I just get my shoes on and he can have this house and everything else.
Okay. Why don't you get your shoes on then?
Look that up there. He needs to go to Winnebago.
Hope you're happy.
What? You going to jail?
Yes!
Okay. I'll explain it to you over here. You don't need to get yelled at this. So, you guys live together, so if there's any evidence that a crime occurred, could be anything as little as disorderly conduct, which is just a disturbance or a breach of the peace, which clearly there's evidence of that. So we got to pick the most aggressive person, and that person's got to go. We don't have any discretion in the matter.
Is it going to be like a book and release or something?
She'll have to post cash, but I don't know what she's...
We can't care. We don't got no cash.
Early enough in the day, she might get to see the court commissioner. I don't know.
It might be tomorrow.
But
it's probably
It
tomorrow.
might not be a bad thing too. It's a cool-off period. Okay, maybe 150.
Yeah.
But
we ain't got no cash. You're just going to have to wait it out, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know what else to do. And
It's not,
it was going to get bad. It was going to get worse.
yeah, it already got further
And
than need to.
I can't take the verbal abuse anymore. She's verbally abusive to me all the time.
Okay.
His mom working, right?
No, she had to quit working for her health.
Okay.
And she is applying for disability right now.
I'm gonna go grab a form just for you to fill out. And
Oh, I'm not going to fill anything out.
We have to fill it out.
I just gotta read
It's
it to you.
fine.
If you want to not have anything done with it, that's up to you.
Yeah.
But I have to at least
Yeah.
give it to you.
So the
Alright.
whole domestic thing, yeah. If you want to, I'll kind of explain it to them. Like it takes any responsibility off of you. We don't even really have discretion in the matter when it comes to domestic type situations.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's probably good that you called though, because it sounds like it got further than it needed to go. And
yeah, because I started raising my voice. I started calling her, and you know, she's.
I'll be good.
I'll be right back in.
I'll be good. You're not smoking. Okay. Joe, it's is that done?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, just put it right there in the mailbox. Okay. Jill, at some point, you got to think of a solid. Here you go. Turn around this way and put them in front. You got to think of a solid solution. Okay? You can't. I know you have problems, and I know Jay has problems, but we're getting to a point where people are getting hurt. Okay. So maybe you need your own place to just have your own.
But that was the deal, that I took care of him for 4 years, and then he would help me out with my disability.
I understand that, but at the same time, if it's so contentious when you're together trying to get it worked out, that's not working. Okay? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is
I don't want to sign anything.
okay. You don't have to sign it. You just need, if you don't want it waived, if you don't want anything done with it, you can say you want to waive it or don't want to waive it. But I just got to read it to you. It's kind of a long, boring thing. So victim notification, no contact prohibition. 72-hour no contact prohibition. If the response today would like to be followed. Okay, so this one is to have the first one is to have it enforced where she can't come back. Second one is says you waive it and you allow her to come back.
I'll waive it.
Okay, so I want you to circle as all of number 2, the whole paragraph. There you go, all the way through. And then go ahead and I'll give it to you and sign it there as the victim. Okay, so I will give you a copy of this. So here's the phone number if you want to call the victim witness coordinator. So both of these are yours. Some of it applies to what happened today, some of it might not. Okay. Jay, do you have any questions about anything?
Nope.
Wish you a better day ahead. So
I appreciate it. But
okay.
Thank you. That sucks that it should have had to come like this, but
right.
I don't know. I'm
well,
try not to kick my own ass over it.
No, you did the right thing by calling.
Yeah, because you don't want to get tied up into anything that you would hit her back or anything like that.
Or somebody get hurt.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like I wanted to slap her.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. So I'm really glad for your sake.
So that's why I called you.
So just remember just remember your medication, that if you have issues with that, you can run out, you can't afford it, whatever, reach out to Health and Human Services, mental health people over there, because there's probably funding somehow. Where do you get your medication from?
Center Pharmacy.
Is that what Paul Corcoran runs?
No,
that's the one
no,
right here.
It's
That's
a new one.
family. Okay, yeah. So just, because it's important for you, and you realize as we talked already, because you're off, things are not going to go well for you. So,
Yeah.
I'm glad. This is probably the best conversation I've had with you, maybe ever. Because you're just calm, and I really appreciate that. So,
Did you get a picture of his?
I did not. No.
Do you mind if we get a picture of that?
Kind of.
Okay, well, you don't have to get a picture.
I don't want that to get used against her, so I don't want it.
Okay, is it just right here?
Yeah, it's just right there.
Well, if you'd prefer not to, then
I prefer not.
okay.
Any
That's
other
why I
marks
asked.
other than on your neck, or you're good the rest of your body?
I'm good the rest of my body.
And you're not pressing charges on the cat?
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
Okay.
That's good.
All right, well, you know
take
our
care.
number if you need us, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hope things go better.
I got it now.
Got it.
Okay, we'll go right over to the ramp here. Go that way.
They're not in there once, maybe once.
So, Joe, I'm not disputing what you're saying. I understand the problems you guys two have. Okay? We've been through it when I've been over there when Jay's been.
Why do they keep cutting his meds?
I don't know. I do not know. That's a good thing to talk to the doctors about. Do you go with him to his appointments?
Yeah, he's got one coming up April 1st.
Okay, do you go with him?
Yeah.
Does he allow you to
Yeah,
go with him?
he's got a new doctor, Dr. Crow.
Okay.
So we're going to see him. He's a new doctor.
Where is that at?
But this doctor at Human Services, she keeps cutting his meds.
Okay. So where is this new appointment?
At Dr. Crow at the,
UW? The hospital?
yeah.
The hospital here? Okay. And you'll be able to go with him and have a
Yeah,
discussion?
he wanted me to. I told him I would.
Hmm?
He wanted me to. I told him I would.
Okay.
I wonder if my ex-boss would be able to yell.
So yeah, they'll let you try to
I
talk
don't
to
know their
people.
number though. It's
Okay.
our house.
Sure. But Jill, what I'd recommend is, see, on the same time, you're a mom, and you're wanting to take care of him, and you've always tried to do that. But at some point,
And why am I here?
because you told,
Because I covered his ass. That's why. Because
Jill-
I'm a good mom.
but Jill, at the same time, it got to the point where part of it is the primary aggression. I mean, you really got him good on the neck.
I've had it.
Well, I know, but when you hit your breaking point, that's what I was trying to tell you, is you always told him, we told him, when you get to that point, go take a walk, because it always calms you down. You got to do the same thing. I mean, if you escalate it from words to red marks, this man gouges.
I get so sick and tired of him calling me his and a cunt and then you need to get the out of here. This is my house and you don't pay nothing no more. And it's hurtful.
Very hurtful, and I understand your frustration. That's exactly my point of why do you feel like you two have to still live in the same place?
We don't need a move.
You can have him evicted if you're the
I
primary.
can't, but what kind of mom would I be?
That's the problem. That is exactly the problem we're having.
It's this right here.
I know, and that's exactly the problem.
And he has no one else. Look at his brother, a piece of
I understand that, but that's exactly the problem we're having. So in the course of all this, you're going to be talking to people. You need to be honest with them about the stuff and the fact that you feel obligated because he's your son, but you're putting up with this because you are putting up with it. I've been there when you've told me he just needs to go for a walk, right? So I understand what you're saying as a mom, but as an individual, okay, as Jill, you don't deserve this, and you shouldn't
I
be
get tired.
doing
I'm
it.
tired.
You
I'm almost 59 years old.
I get that, and that's now no way to live, right?
No, and that's
Okay.
what I said.
So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. I'm just waiting until she gets through, and then we'll go. I'm just encouraging you to do what you need to do for you. Go see talk to HHS. Maybe you can go over and see about if they have an apartment, say apartments or the ones at
Why should I
740.
have to give my house up? I work so damn hard for that.
Well, then have him evicted. Are you going to be able to maintain the rent if you've lost your job?
Not yet.
Well, that's what I mean. You might have
And he
to.
knows he's got me stuck right now.
Well, I don't know what to tell you other than
I don't either.
you don't. You.
If I knew the
respect-
answers, we wouldn't be here
It'd
right
be
now.
easy. And as a mother, it's nice that you are supportive of your children, but on the other hand, if it's wearing you down to the point that you're doing this, which you normally don't do, that's another thing you have to consider. Because you can still be a good mother when they're not right next to you, right? Because then you have the ability to cut it off and get some quiet and some time, okay? Because today it obviously got way out of hand, right? Would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Do you have anything else on you in your pockets that we missed?
I don't have no pot.
Yeah, that one there.
No.
Okay. Just going to be domestic disorderly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 150. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
She doesn't have it, but I told
You
her.
got $1.50 I can borrow.
Sorry, I don't. But
But I told her she'll probably see the judge tomorrow. So.
okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Do you understand, Jill? Any questions for me? Okay. I want to try to tell you the best thing for you. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but at some point, Jill, you got to make a decision. Either you can live with Jay as he is, even if the meds get adjusted, or you just want to be apart and stay close, talk on the phone, whatever. Okay. All right. Because we don't want to see either one of you get really hurt. Okay.
No, and here goes my health at work. been arrested for this shit.
It's a minor. It's not a big criminal thing, okay? So because this is a domestic violence incident, we have a conditional release and contact prohibition, okay? So the 72-hour no contact prohibition shall be valid until 1:46 p.m. on 3/10 of 2028. Okay, so 72 hours, 3 days. As of 1:46 p.m. on today's date, Jay actually waived the no contact. He said he doesn't want it enforced, but in Richland County, they'd still always enforce it, okay? Okay?
Can I get a paper towel from my nose, please?
Sure. Do you have any questions for me, Joe?
No.
I very much sympathize with your situation as a mom,
It's
okay?
so hard. I got one that just kind of meth addict, and then I got one that's just schizophrenic. And
I understand, and that's why I honestly, Joe, believe at their age, you need to be in a place of your own, and I think it needs to be a place small enough that there's only room for you.
But that's my house.
I understand that, Joe. I understand that. You've been there a long while. But what did you tell me while you were talking? You said, this is the only room I can be in. This is the only room I can be in. There's apartments that are twice the size of that room that you can be in and just be by yourself, okay? And I know that's hard.
I have 3 cats that are coming with me because he's unable to take care of them. So that makes it even more difficult, you know.
Sure.
And those are my babies. That's all I have besides them 2.
Right. Well, the cats don't, you don't seem to have that problem with your cats, right?
No.
Okay. So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just trying to help you see that you have a choice, okay?
I know I do. But you know, that mom instinct just
Right.
won't go away.
It's hard. I have 5 kids, so I get it, okay? But at some point, you do more harm for your kids by not preparing them when they don't have a mom anymore, because that day's coming for all of us, right?
Well, I've been telling them that.
But you got to get them ready for that day so that they're on their own. And by, no one's going to step in your shoes when you're not here. Just look after yourself. You've looked after your boys long enough. Okay, they've been treated better by you than most parents would put up with. So you can be done. You can say, I've done all I can. You're on your own. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wisconsin Statute 968.075 removes officer discretion entirely. Arrest is mandatory when 2 elements are met: reasonable grounds that domestic abuse occurred and physical injury observed or reasonably believed inflicted. Wisconsin Statute 813.12 defines domestic abuse as intentional infliction of physical pain or injury on a household member. Visible marks on the victim's neck satisfy this definition and activate the mandatory arrest obligation. When both parties have made physical contact, Wisconsin Statute 968.075 subsection 2b directs officers to identify the primary aggressor using 4 statutory factors: severity of injuries, history of abuse, acts taken in, self-defense, and relative harm inflicted. The arrested party presented no injuries. The victim presented visible neck marks. The arrested party admitted initiating the physical confrontation. Her self-defense claim fails by her own concession that the victim did not touch her first. Wisconsin Statute 947.01 defines disorderly conduct as violent or abusive behavior tending to cause or provoke a disturbance. With the domestic modifier applied, this is a Class B misdemeanor carrying up to 90 days imprisonment and a $1,000 fine. In Atwater v. City of Lago Vista 2001, the Supreme Court held that custodial arrest for a minor criminal offense does not violate the Fourth Amendment where probable cause exists. Physical evidence and admitted conduct satisfy that standard here. Wisconsin Statute 968.075 subsection 5a requires issuance of a 72-hour no-contact prohibition upon arrest. This order is mandatory by statute. The victim's signed waiver carries no legal effect. Violation constitutes a separate criminal offense. In State v. Schulpius 2006, the Wisconsin Court of Appeals affirmed that failure to arrest when statutory elements are met may expose officers to liability. In Town of Castle Rock v. Gonzalez 2005, the Supreme Court confirmed that mandatory arrest zero statutes displace ordinary officer discretion entirely. Key legal lessons. Mental health context does not override mandatory arrest obligations. Victim waiver cannot nullify a statutory no-contact provision. Primary aggressor analysis exists specifically to prevent dual arrest of victims who defend themselves.